What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Joe, Madness Studios and Madness LGG. And yes, it's another webcam video. But like I said in the last video, I did need an extra webcam for my gaming computer. However, this is not going on my gaming computer. I put the Insta360 link on my gaming computer over here because I couldn't get it how I wanted. It looked decent in the videos that I did for you guys. But on further inspection, it was grainy, it was choppy, I didn't like it. I mean, even when I'm moving like this, like I'm looking at OBS right now, it's doing a little bit, but any movement like this in the Instalink, no matter how I set it up, it was like, I did not like it. It looked like I was over here, then I was over here, then I was over here with no frames in between. And it was just very annoying. So I got that on my gamer in a little window like this, and I managed to minimize that a little bit. Maybe it's Windows versus Mac thing, but it looks okay for gaming. But anyway, this is the YoloLiv S3. All right, let's see what we got here. The boring unbox part. Box within a box. All right. Watch the fingers. We don't want to cut the fingers. Finally getting somewhere with guitar playing. Don't want to destroy my fingers. All right, what's in here? That and that. Box, go away. All right, what's in this one? This one is all the uninteresting stuff. Owner's manual. Card, USB dongle, and USB cable. Wow, this thing's smaller than I thought it was going to be if this is the camera. That was good. I hope that wasn't the camera. Oh, here's the little mount for the camera. This thing's heavy duty, Jesus. And I can't get it to move. There we go. All right, this thing was kind of hard to move. Stiff as heck. There's your camera mount, and here's the little guy. Here it is. All the stuff it comes with: the dongle, the USB cord, the mount, and the camera. So let's take a look at it real quick. Not bad, and despite what it looks like, this is metal. This is not plastic. So yeah, not a bad little piece of equipment. We'll see how it works though. All right, let's go to the desk and see how this thing looks. We're gonna walk through it together from default settings to trying to get it to work right to see how choppy it is like every other webcam I use in OBS. All right, let's get it. And this right here that you're looking at is the default settings. All default, no key light. I'll just show you. Key light, no key light. Key light, no key light. The light you're looking at right here on my face is my Logitech over the monitor light, which is okay, but it's not very bright. But anyway, let's get into the app, shall we? I told you we were going to set this up together so you could actually see how it works. And again, with this one, unlike the Insta360, at least that's what I've seen online, I haven't tested it yet. Supposedly, you don't need the virtual camera. You can this one doesn't even have a virtual camera option in it, so even if you wanted to, you can't. But supposedly, we'll find out in a second, the whatever you do in this app right here translates into OBS without having a virtual camera, which is pretty cool. I have it at 16 by 9 right now, but you can put it in 9 by 16. However, you have to rotate the camera, and there's a little magnet icon on either side of the camera that shows you which way to turn it. And I'll be right back. Shorts format. Long form. And that's it for the video settings. And this right here, the FPS, of course, but I'm going to put 60. And this was actually something different. I was watching videos and it didn't say FPS on it. It said something else here, but whatever. Now it might be choppy now because I haven't set up. No, it's not really. It should be. Yeah, there it goes. Because I don't have it set up properly yet. Here you have your colors. All right. Like I said, this is default right now. I wanted to do this with you guys. Warm. This is Canon. I might leave it on here since my actual real camera is a Canon. Did it change? It didn't look like it changed, did it? Cool colors. Sony. It flickered, but it doesn't look like much of a change. Anyway, we'll go back to warm colors. Okay, now I can see it. It changed. I can see the change that time. You have your sharpness, your contrast, your saturation, your whatever. I don't know what that is. Dynamic something maybe. I don't know. And vignette correction. Let's see what this does. Okay. Makes it darker behind me. And brighter. All right. I just want to show you something right now to see if it actually works. Right now it's on face. Let's see how this goes. Not too bad. The Insta360 is a little faster, but now let's see AFC. I just want to know which one's better for this kind of stuff. It's about the same. AFS. Nope, not using that one. We already did face. MF. I don't even know what MF. Oh, that's manual. Duh. Manual focus. Let's see how close I have to be to get it to focus for manual that close. Okay. So I think we're going to keep it on face, yeah? Let's see. Let's check something real quick. I want to see. All right, let's go here. Yeah, when it's focused on my face, though, well, I guess it blurs the background a bit. Yeah, a little bit. Go back to face, though. And then again, so you can see it. Yep. Let's see how close. No, nope, 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 nope. Yep, right there. Okay. So about 6 to 8 inches away is ideal if you want to focus something close to the camera. That's pretty cool. I like that. Zoom speed, I guess that's how fast it does it. You can set this up with hotkeys. I'm not going to mess with that. I don't use hotkeys usually. I'm old school. I'm slow. So that ain't going to happen with us. But you can turn them on if you want to, I guess, and then assign them right here. And this you want to check off. You do not want it always on when not in use, obviously. And I found out the hard way when I was hooking this up to make sure it was working with everything. For whatever reason, my Mac will automatically turn on QuickTimes when I plug in the camera. And this thing was not shutting off when I closed down the software, and I couldn't figure out why. And I looked in the toolbar and QuickTime was open. So if your camera is staying on, even though you think you have all your software turned off, OBS, the software for this, anything that uses the camera, if it is on, this will stay on. So just go through and make sure everything's turned off. And don't be like me and have your camera on and not figuring out why it's not turning off. So let's see how this thing is, how it looks. Let's go all the way. Pretty clear image. It actually looks better in OBS than the app. That's interesting. Go back down. So it's got a pretty good scope, man. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so maybe we'll check it out. I'm not going to save it. I'm not going to save the scene, so maybe we'll see what it does. Would you like to start automatic AI tuning? Confirm. Let's wait for 17,000 years. Don't worry, this will be cut out of the video. For the most part. This one, maybe? Ugh. Yeah, see? Apparently this thing likes blue. When I was watching a video on this camera before I bought it, it did the same thing to the guy who was testing it. It did the blue. So, no, I don't want to. Can I what does this do? No. Reset. Yes, reset. Okay. Good. So, AI sucks. Well, I mean, it still looks good, but the coloring, it's all blue. And I don't like all blue. It's got to be warm. Now we're on auto right now, just so you guys know. Okay? I can't change anything. But when I go to manual, let's see how it looks. Ooh, 2000? Holy crap. This should be, let me make sure. Yep, that's on 60 still. Okay, exposure. We want this to be 120, or as close to as possible. Okay. Well, that sucks. And man, that sucks. If you go back to auto here, you'll see anti-flicker. Why is it not a choice in manual? Because look, back here is flickering on manual, but it's not flickering on auto. This needs to be, anti-flicker needs to be available in manual too. Come on, guys. To turn off a light. No, whatever. All right, now let's take this back down. Okay, that's too much. Well, let me see. Hold on. Key light. Yeah, see, that's flickering, man. I know which lights it is. I'll show you real quick. It's those bar lights that are flickering, which is funny because those bar lights are the exact same as those bar lights, but these ones aren't flickering. So why are those? I mean, I guess it looks okay with the blue, but maybe if I do a bug report, maybe they can make it so manual has the anti-flicker stuff. Anyway, so right now it looks, OBS, it looks really dark, but in the app, it doesn't. As you can see, there's a difference. This is the app, and this is OBS. OBS is really dark. So let's try something here real quick. I'm just messing with my key light for OBS purposes. Well, that's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to save this just in case I mess it up with everything. And just do that, go up here to save scene. Mine 1. Confirm. All right, there we go. So I have my, what do I have my Logitech light set up as? I think it's 5,000. So yeah, that looks better. All right, here's all your here's all your white balance settings. The white balance, the tone, blue offset, red offset. So I bet this thing's at like freaking 7,000 when you do the AI, the blue offset. Ridiculous. All right, that's all the settings in here. Now I wanted to go back to this other thing. Where's it at? Oh yeah, right there. I want to see how this works. That's kind of cool how it actually brings like me, even though it's focused on my face, the vignette correction off puts it really on me. I wonder. Oh, still flickering. Oh well, that sucks. But that's all the settings, man. Yeah, it looks good. Here it looks good. We'll see what happens when I pull it in DaVinci and then edit it out. Again, this is the YoloLiv S3. A little tiny guy. I mean, the way I'm seeing everything right now in the app, in OBS, it could still be a little brighter in OBS. And that, as bright as that light goes, I don't want to turn the ISO up. It's already pretty high. Well, it's not really high for a normal camera, but let's see. Trying to see if I can see any grain in the background. Not really. I mean, it looks pretty good to me right now, and I didn't even mess with anything hardly. Can't really see the sharpness difference, but turn that down a little bit maybe. I'm going to blow this up again just so I can see it in OBS better. Get over there. Yeah, it does. They don't need a virtual camera. That's nice. Okay. Nope. Sharpness, I really can't see that much of a difference. All right, there it is. Again, you can, to make it a little brighter without messing with anything, the vignette correction. All right, peeps. Thanks for checking it out. This is an awesome camera. It's $199 on Amazon. So if you're in the market for a really good webcam that looks like this, YoloLiv S3. Take care, guys. Have a good day.